Sorry about that. I forgot to click on the screen. Hello, everyone. I was just at the Royal Mess, and I decided to do a live on the Royal Mess if I'm not too tired. Let's see how tired I am because I still haven't had any proper sleep. Nick and Golden, are you guys here? I just apologize that I'm running so late. Um, let's do this. Hi, Nicola. Hello. How are you guys doing? Nick, if you and Golden are out there, I'm looking for you guys. If you could come to my platform, I want to know what's going on. I'm behind in what's going on. Hi. Hi. Hello, Kamari. What are you guys up to? My daughter is asleep. I am so happy. So maybe I might have an hour just to myself here. Hello, come on in. Welcome. I I wonder where Golden and Nick Mountain Goat Productions went. I wonder if they're still out there. I wonder if I can put their hello. So we just had the raw mess, which was great. I enjoyed it. It was some interesting thoughts. Do you guys want to deep dive it? Or since we just saw it, let's move on. I thought it was some great moments in there. Or, I mean, can I deep dive it? I don't think he would mind. When was this? In Netflix show flop. I don't remember when this was. Harry and Meghan plot to make kids royals. What? That doesn't make sense. Does that make sense to you guys? Harry and Meghan plan to make the kids royal. E News. Oh, this is good. Let's watch this. Inappropriate. God, what was she thinking? Whew. Twerking like that. Let me get back to the live. Hello, Demon Dictator. Wasn't it wonderful? I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was so fun. Are you at work? You may be at work. Yes, they are facing their way back. I just think that Megan and Harry are have nowhere to go at this point. They are stuck where they're at. Unfortunately, Megan doesn't have a real brand. She keeps making up these things. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, with not a really clear direction of where she really wants to go and what she wants to do. So it's not stability. I need to check my emails. God, I need to check my email from JD. I haven't even been properly rested yet, guys. So I have been up online reporting. I was on Nick's Mountains live today. I wonder is she still up? Nick. And I wanted to Goat Mountain. Is that her? No. 10 Productions. Okay. So is her channel down? Her channel must be down. Who knows? Nick, if you're out there, please come to my channel. Hey, JD. Victoria or Tina coming on my channel? I don't believe so. Me and Victoria was going to do a live today, but we ended up not doing it. Something came up. Okay, dictator, that's fine. I am. I'm really tired. I've been getting like 2 hours sleep here, 2 hours sleep there. So I'm not going to be on here long. But I miss Nick and Golden. I am busy today. I did go over there to Nick's channel earlier today. Did you guys see me on there? There's a problem with YouTube. What's going on, Demon Dictator? Little bit is asleep. Grab some sleep yourself too. Get some C's. My husband gets off. I'm going to rely on him. He's going to be like, oh God, don't do it to me. I'm going to have to get some sleep though. She's got gym class. We got to go swimming at 6:30. Okay, guys, I'm getting off in 30 minutes. I'm out. At least I can get a couple of hours sleep before we go to swim class. Okay. I know Snowdrop. Poor Eric. I have to give him a back rub. That's what I promised him. Or cook him a nice meal. You know, be nice to my husband. Okay, JD, yes. And then I need to check my emails. I really wanted to see Golden and Nick, but I guess they're not around. They're probably asleep, or especially Nick. Um, I'm just shocked. We were on a live earlier today, and I want her to tell the story. I don't want to tell the story. I want her to tell the story. It's her story to tell. And I may change this video name, you know, because we're not going to deep dive the raw mess. I'm going to bed. I'm going to put, the raw mess was fun though. I really enjoyed it, especially talking about the different, the belly bump and how other people are perceiving Megan to be. She's not this classy girl as everybody thought she would be. Hello, Leslie. I put what's going on new. Where's Ralph? Where's everybody? Everybody's quiet. I want to know what's going on. What happened? What's up? What's up with Maggie? She's doing stuff behind the scenes and making a scene. It blows my mind, honestly, the level of what she won't go to. It's like tone deaf. It's not me. It's not me, 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 me. It's everybody else. What part did you guys like on the romance? What stood out for you guys? You know, she showed the birth certificate of Lily in that 105 number, 104. What did you think about that? Well, Leslie, yeah, tell me what you guys liked about it. Oh, Maxie ran out of raspberries. No, I meant like, remember the raspberries she had at her factory? Maybe she doesn't have any more raspberries. For real. Hmm. Why else would you not do it? What? What's her reasoning for not doing it? She ain't got no more glass bottles to put them in, as ever isn't working. What is her excuse for not making more jam? Hello, RC117. Have you seen Golden and Nick Mountain Coat? Do you know what's going on? I just been in the dark for a moment and I saw them over here earlier, but I was on the Royal Mess. She was recognized for her goodness, her selfishness, her selfishlessness, and her contributions this year. It was beautiful. Hello, hello, RC 117. Getting stricken for no reason. Who was Billy? Hey, LL Royals, not my thing, but thank you in your chat for supporting Ron and Sean tonight. Oh, of course. It was awesome. I really enjoyed it. We had so much fun. Thank you for coming by and saying that. Really means a lot, Billy. Thank you. And I understand everybody's not into them. They can be kind of boring too. That is a shame. And what happened to her channel? Is it still up? Hello, Lee. You were on her channel earlier, wasn't you? Were you on Go Nick's channel earlier? If so, would you like to come up? Had my granddaughter picking them for me. Leslie, I've got plenty of raspberries, red currants. If Megan has run out and had my granddaughters picking for me. Interesting. That's too cool. Wow. Hello, Athena. Hello, Letitia. Saw you. So I was especially talking about Meghan Markle at the hotel. Can you imagine bed bugs and possibly used condoms? LOL. I can't. With her and Harry? Yeah. Talking about would I watch it? Yes, I would watch it. No, I think according to RC 117, she got a strike. Yeah, she got a strike from, and I can guess who did it. Maggie. Hello, Carla. I'm trying. I need to rest a little bit. Yes, we were all live. I was on the panel. I was talking. I want them to explain it. I really do. I would prefer, you know, guys, I'm sorry. This conversation may be a little bit different than you thought. We are talking about Maggie. Yeah, she struck Nick Goats Production, Mountain Productions channel. We're in the middle of a live. Yeah, she is. She's unhinged. She is way unhinged. I think Maggie is unhinged. I do. I think she's over there pissed off, angry, and upset at the world, upset at YouTube, upset at the content creators for calling her out and telling the truth, and half-ass being nice about it. Excuse my language. Not sure that is RC117. Oh God, this sucker is going fast. Snowdrop, can you slow down the chat for me? Megan's Hotel. That's that stupid stuff, Athena. A whole hotel. Who would do that? So, Leah, you are the one that speak French, correct? Stay clear or she will strike you. I don't, if I need to delete the videos, I will. But she would be a coward if she did do that. Mad at the world. Yep. Like we betrayed her or something. No, no one's betrayed you. You're in a place where you don't want to be. You said it for yourself. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be in a cult. You're creating one. Yes, obviously. Danny has been trying to get her attention and she's taking it out on her and blaming everything on Danny. Danny this, Danny that. Hello. I think you're on mute, honey.
Hello, Lady Letitia.
Hello. Oh, you got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry because I'm not on my computer. I had to use another computer. I'm not very good at StreamYard. Sorry.
Oh, you're doing very well.
Yeah, I was
so
on
nice
today.
To meet you.
Yeah, pleased to meet you, Lady Letitia. I'm sorry you're having all these problems with Maggie. It really upsets me that you're going through this, and it's so undeserved.
Yeah, she is a piece of work. I just think, like RC once said, Ralph said, that she's upset with the world and upset with YouTube for, telling the truth on her. And it hurts because you said some great things earlier. I heard your what you were saying on Nick's channel, and I was really intrigued because I was like, she's understanding it exactly how it's playing out. She hasn't changed. She's controlling, and it's become really nasty.
Well, I think you know that Nick is she is actually discovering who Maggie is, and today she made a live. I don't know if you saw a lot of it. I had to leave near the end, but she was making a live, and the live was about, did Maggie's mother was a reason of why Maggie came off YouTube, even though it might be something to do with the 7 or 8 strikes that Danny gave her. And I was saying that I only ever watched Maggie because when I used to go to Golden's show, I used to really like, I do like Golden's show, and she would do music, happy things. Do you know the lady Nafisha?
Yes.
Nafisha would be there. And then when I would get there, then I would hear Golden saying, oh, Maggie's done this and that and said this. So then I would say, how can she be doing this? Because I knew Maggie when she was with you on the Royal Mess. So I really enjoyed that. And so I went back to check out what Maggie was saying. And then I said, it's worse than what Golden was saying. Maggie is calling her, words beginning with B.
Yes.
even a word beginning with C.
Yes.
See you next
Very
Wednesday.
bullyish
Whatever. No, see you
words.
next. Sorry. Yeah.
You're
And
absolutely right.
and so then I every time I saw that Golden was upset, I went back to see what the video was, and I was going to see what Maggie was saying, and I was like, Maggie's actually really, slandering this lovely lady called Golden, who has a family. This lady Golden deserves to be recognized because she's got a good heart. She takes care of her mother. She takes care of her son. She never has a bad word to say. She's with a lovely lady called Nafisha, who's so sweet and kind. And they're just doing their own thing, singing, listening to music, trying to understand. And then you go to Maggie's channel and you hear her saying all these awful things. And I remember what you went through when Maggie turned on you. So I started to say, I've got to keep my eye on this, Maggie, because she's affecting people's mental health. And today, Nick said something that I'd said, that I had noticed a live where Maggie was in the room. She's looking after her mother, and her mother was in the bed. You don't see her mother. Her mother's in the bed, and she was addressing Ralph, who said that, Maggie can't cook. Maggie's sister and mother always used to come before and bring her food in Tupperware. And Maggie was like, that's not true. My mother does cook for me, but I can cook for myself. And my sister is my half sister, because my father had children, somebody else, so they're my half sisters. So
wow.
So, and then I heard the mother saying French, like something like "Qu'est-ce que tu es en train de dire?" And like, what are you talking about the family for? And then Maggie was like, "Oh, you don't like me talking about the family, do you?" And she said, "I'll stop." And she stopped immediately. And then like, she ended the live quite quickly. So
wow, she listens to her mother.
Yeah, and so Nick's live today was, did Maggie like listen to her mother? So I'm thinking that, what happened? I know that live that Danny did, and about the basement that they're renting out. I think that's, and Danny had, she didn't do anything that wasn't, she covered herself, she just said, there's a basement to be rented, and we know who that basement is, but, she didn't, say, she didn't really, she didn't dox anyone. But I think that the mother is understanding, seeing her daughter doing YouTube, even though she doesn't understand much English, how Maggie is presenting herself on internet, and she didn't like it. Talking about her father, that, and I think also perhaps because of the fight has gone so far with Danny, that people might be calling that number, and the mother might be getting calls, and Maggie might be in trouble with her mother for bringing the internet into. I don't know. I'm just like, there might be a whole, bunch of reasons. But
you come up with quite a few good ones, because she is pissed off.
Yeah, and just imagine, the poor mother doesn't deserve that. And she didn't have major surgery. She was up. Maggie showed her. She was standing up. She had a plaster on her knee, or Band-Aid, as you call it. And
she told us to be careful talking about her parents. That's what she said. That's why she struck her. It was so weird.
But, I'm sure, like you, I know people that have horrible diseases, that are, from age-related or just unfortunate, sicknesses. Her mother had a knee injury, and she's up and about. I mean, why do we have to be why is Maggie milking that for money, and why does she have to strike out at people because we're not sympathetic? We are sympathetic, but people have their own lives. We have their own problems.
Yeah, and she put her problems on us. Like, why would Danny do that knowing that my mom is in? She talks about her mom, knowing that my mom was in the hospital. I said, like, Danny knew that. Like, she was watching her like that. But no, Danny's not watching you like that. She's trying to protect her reputation from something that you have been trying to tear down since you came over to this sector. And enough is enough.
Yeah, and look at the, people are now becoming like a little bit kind of, suspicious of everybody,
Yes.
we're becoming really like, someone speaks to someone like that young man Carl spoke to, I don't know who, I felt really sorry for him. I mean, we don't know who he is, but we should welcome people that are new,
Yes.
guy,
Really.
I felt really sorry for him the other night because he was like, people were like accusing him of being a spy, and I think he really is.
Yeah.
I don't think we can judge people, because he sounded so upset that night. I was worried that he might, have a breakdown.
No.
I'm glad you spoke
I
to him.
hope that, I just really wanted it to stop in the chat, and I kind of timed him out a little bit. But no, he's a great guy. I like Carl so far. He hasn't shown me anything different but a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean,
I trust people. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, especially in the beginning. And then if you show me something else, then I am going to walk away.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think, he was very unfortunate because I don't know really what happened, but he came into the YouTube with a story with Donut, and then Maggie came into it demanding an apology from Carl. And who is she and he gave an apology. I mean, the poor guy, he's just, it's just like, what's happening to him?
I wouldn't have apologized because there was nothing to apologize for. And I said that too. I said, watch, she's going to be wanting an apology from him. For what? He's done nothing to you. The only thing he did was come on your platform and have a conversation with you. And then after that, because he was talking to me, you trashed him.
And we have to be more mindful towards people. We don't know what,
their mental health, what they're going through.
Yeah, didn't he say it was the anniversary of someone who had passed away that week? We just can't be like treating people like Maggie. We can't be doing what Maggie's doing to people. I'm so glad you took the time to. I think you gave him some comfort, and I'm so glad that you started the Royal Mess, and I hope that Maggie won't be allowed back on there because she spoke so badly about Paula. She said an F word to Paula too.
Yeah, this is Paula's group. She got this group together and put us together. And no, she's not on the link.
And that's unfortunate for Maggie because all those ladies, P. Dinah, Victoria, Paula, they're all diamonds, and yourself, and Maggie just threw them in to the side with no, she thought, it's like she thinks. And I was thinking today, because Nick is very, very a clever woman,
very,
and she puts, the thing about the subscribers on Maggie's channel. There's something very strange about their subscribers. There's something very. There's something programmed. They don't operate in a free, open-minded way. They're very closed in.
I agree.
Look how they came to your channel when you just said, "Okay, I support Danny. I wish you the best of luck." and they came to your channel saying, "Why have you betrayed Maggie? You don't have to. You were given an ultimatum, and you chose Danny, and why do you have to justify your reasons to these people?"
Exactly. I don't
Was,
owe them an explanation.
no, you don't know you don't owe anybody an explanation. If she gave you you would have stayed with Maggie and Danny, but she gave you a choice.
Yeah, she did.
Choice. You didn't say, she put you in that position.
Exactly.
And don't you think, Lady Letitia, and do tell me, to stop, because I am a bit of a chatterbox. Don't you think that Maggie was originally a squaddy for Meghan? She was in the Sussex squad. Do you remember?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She flips back and becomes a becomes an anti-Meghan person. So she flip-flops there. Then she goes to Jag, flips into Jag. And then she flops again back against her. Then she goes onto her channel. She flip-flops against you, flip-flops back. She's doing this kind of continuous,
pattern.
Yeah, and that's why I could see when you would talk to her, and I could tell that when she was talking about Golden, she knew you were uncomfortable. She was taking a pleasure in seeing how far she could push you, because it was so visible, even on screen, that you were just so uncomfortable.
Yes, very uncomfortable. Extremely. And I would try to go up there, like Chloe said, I would try to go up there during times she wasn't talking about Golden or saying anything about Danny, but she would bring them up regardless, as if she wanted me to respond, and she was waiting for me to have a reaction like hers. And I didn't. And I'm like, no, I'm not going there with you. You have an issue that you need to deal with.
Exactly. And I think Nick is doing great work, and I'm so sad because it was quite a good live, and I don't know what reason.
Wonderful.
Yeah, what reason would she have got? Why would she have been given a strike? Do you know?
I think it was, she had, I don't know if it was her name or her picture.
Oh, she found some sort of copyright thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate. But you see, instead of just, really taking a mental health break and leaving YouTube alone, she has to continue to dig at people and make people's life a misery.
Yes.
She says, "Oh, God, 4 people, 5 people."
She's miserable.
Yeah, because she's got 5 people. Leave with the 5 people. Why are you talking about that?
Yeah.
Even with 4 and 5 people. Why do you remember the scenario with Love Jones? She was saying, a bit like you, she was saying to Golden, don't you think Love Jones puts her chest out and uses her I don't know what we can say on YouTube, but uses her chest to get to get viewers? Don't you think she exaggerates? Don't you think she uses her sexuality? And Golden was so well, I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's an intelligent woman. She goes, yes, but she really does it, doesn't she, with her her chest out and about. And Golden wouldn't go for it, just like you, 2 kind ladies that wouldn't go for the bait. So what does she do? She goes to Love Jones' channel and just makes up a lie then, because she couldn't get Golden to say anything, and then say to Love Jones on her channel, "Oh, Love Jones, she's talking about you badly. She said that you put your sexuality out and about," when she was saying it.
You know what? We should have Surviving Maggie.
Oh yeah, talk about like Surviving Diddy and we should have a
Surviving Jag. She was doing all that. Surviving Jag. Surviving Maggie.
Yes, it's not even Jag. Jag, I think she goes on. She does what she does.
Yes, but
she doesn't, do what Maggie does she?
She's not doing this. I haven't seen it.
And even the way she speaks about Jag, you like Jag or you don't like Jag. And she was very, and that was a horrible thing what happened to you with Jag. But I mean, she's moved on, and Jag doesn't speak about Maggie.
She doesn't. I think she probably feels betrayed.
Yeah, but Maggie just, even she, Nick, I don't know if you saw the video of Nick. Maggie did spoke about, to Cleo about really getting rid of Jag, in terms of unaliving.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And Nick caught that on a video, and she made one of those music videos. Nick is very, very clever because
you can hear stuff.
Yeah, Maggie does. How many lives does she do? She does like 3 or 4 a day. I mean, I only catch snippets. I can't bear it because she does.
Yeah.
F you, make it away, make it away.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's so boring. The vocabulary. But it pains me, and I think Maggie. I think, although Maggie thinks her mother doesn't understand English, I think her mother during that period saw how her daughter was acting, picked up a few words of English, and realized her daughter was really acting out of control.
Yes.
We got some phone calls for that basement. The mother probably received some, and probably people saying, your daughter is on internet, YouTube, and she is behaving really badly. And I think I think Maggie's had a collection of all these problems, but Maggie won't be she won't go to maybe her doctor and say, I've been acting erratically, because we have to admit she's got a past. What was that job she had a good job with the Bank of Montreal.
Yes.
And I'm sure they just paid her to leave because she was probably a nightmare to work with. Don't you think?
Yeah, I would assume so. I really would. I would assume so.
I bet she couldn't take any.
I can't even imagine working with her.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even imagine, and then befriending her. We're going to lunch, and then she's not trustworthy. No.
Yeah, and even sometimes she would say, I just know what kind of Golden is. I saw that kind of girl at school, and I would just go and take her boyfriend just to make that person sad. Well,
I don't believe that.
To do that, if you did that,
because a girl like Golden wouldn't allow you to take her man because she looks good.
Yeah.
I think she's jealous of her. She's jealous of Golden. It hurts.
And she's jealous of you.
Denial.
You have a lovely family. And perhaps Maggie wanted to be with Murph, the kind of Prince Harry and Meghan of YouTube.
Yes, I can see that.
Oh my God. Well, I won't keep you too long. You had a long evening, but I just was so worried about what happened to Nick, and I hope. I'm so disappointed because Nick was really digging in there and finding out, making me think also, connecting dots.
Yeah, you have been. You got some great theories. I mean, I think there's something wrong and she's not taking accountability. She reminds me of Megan. She may never take accountability. I think she's a mean girl, and it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And eventually, I don't want to talk about her. No. I don't want to bring up her name. No. I don't want her name in my chat.
Yes.
I mean, and if people do, that's fine. I'm not going to be like, don't do this and don't do that. It's not like that. It's not that serious.
Yeah. But we just definitely did
not that kind of creator. My chat can do what they want and just be respectful and work good. But
we definitely don't, if she does comes back, we're not accepting her insulting people. We
No.
always, you know, and
Yeah.
but I think she's really isolated herself. I think with Cleo leaving her side now, her sidekick, I think, you know, everyone's very wary of her. And I think the American community on YouTube was very, very nice to her, considering she knows nothing about the music. She knows nothing about the artists, and she's giving her judgment on everything. It's very, very strange.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, someone knows nothing about, you know, the music industry, and she wants to, you know, speak to someone like O.J. Patrice, who was involved in the industry, and speak to her like she's a, you know, a nobody.
Right, to disrespect her.
I've never seen that before in my life. And I think that Maggie's parents are very respectful people. So I don't know what happened to Maggie.
I'm sure they, I wouldn't know if I just don't get it. And it's, you know what, like my mom would say, it's not for you to understand, Letitia, because you don't think like she does. You don't have her mindset. And so it's hard to get into the mind of someone like this.
Yeah.
I know that one time I felt like she was like, is it me? She asked herself that, and it blew my mind. Yes, it's you. Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Yes. To have these many people that don't care for you, that don't want to come on your platform, don't want to come in your chat anymore, don't want to associate with you anymore, and don't want to be a part of anything you got going on. As a matter of fact, just no.
Yeah. And I think, and, you know, and I just thought, you know, people were just, you know, continuously forgiving towards her. And I thought to myself, you know, you don't realize, you know, you've spoken so badly and people forgive you over and over again. She spoke so badly about 82, about Ralph.
Yes.
You know, talking about his girlfriend or his home. What right does she have? And then she says, I'm not interested in people's personal life. Then why are you talking about, you know, his whatever it's none of your business. Why and why are you laughing at things that might not be true?
Yeah.
And using that as content, that's hate. That's hateful. I don't find that amusing. And then she has a particular kind of subscribers that enjoy that seem to like, and that's what Nick was saying, Lady Letitia. She was saying that she has these people in her channel that kind of support her, almost like they have a kind of plan, and that was interesting.
Yeah, exactly, because she gets triggered by their conversation. Oh, what did Letitia say about me? She said I struck your channel, like that, throwing it out of context. No, I tried to strike her channel when she the CPS video.
That was really bad.
The CPS video, and I wasn't able to, so I must have did something wrong, but because it didn't go through or whatever. But I put harassment.
Yeah. What does she think? She's going to have a full-time job on you? She could have like stayed with you in the royal circle, but you know, I don't know.
I don't think it's anything wrong with her wanting to branch out and
be in
a different sector, but it's just, how do you conduct yourself?
Yeah, and when you're not interested in the music,
do you want every content creator to dislike you and not have anything nice to say about you ever?
And like, twisting honestly, the truth, twisting narratives, trying to bait people to say things so that you can, you know, and having so many lives that she can change the narrative, and people say, oh, that happened. Because I remember her saying to to Cleo, you know, oh, Golden said this about you. Golden didn't even know who Cleo was. And Chloe goes, oh, well, she better watch it because I'll just pull up in my car. And I thought, you know, why are you doing that?
Well, I felt sorry for Chloe because Chloe asked her nicely to stop talking about Danny. She said, stop talking about her.
Cleo seemed
Do it
really
for me.
She seemed desperate, didn't she, Cleo, to get her to stop?
She was very desperate, and she was very, was very like, I heard her voice on Danny's live, and she was explaining that leave Danny alone. You know, I picked Danny if that is the case. You know, she spoke up.
Yeah, a bit like Hugh, you know. Cleo made a choice, and Maggie has to respect that. But
Yes.
Cleo seemed like, you know, I remember, you know, she was always saying to Maggie, you know, be careful, don't mess with Danny. And,
Right.
And Maggie would say, like, you know, F her.
Yep.
You know, even like go further, you know, it was like, don't tell me to do that because I'll go even like further in on her. And what is Danny doing? Danny's doing her own job. She's working hours investigating. Leave the woman alone. She has no interest in you, Maggie. You're just creating that.
Exactly.
Oh. Well, I really enjoyed you being on back on the Royal Mess, Lady Letitia.
Thank you.
Now, but I just wanted to find out about Nick because I'm so worried that something, you know, I wonder, but I think it's a copyright.
She's okay, but it doesn't look like something's going on with her channel because she was supposed to go live because I was like, one of us need to go live. And she was like, I'm going to go live. I said, okay. So I've been waiting on it and she never did. That's why I'm kind of waiting for her to tell her side of what happened.
Oh, yes, you must get her on your panel. She's a great person of great, you know. And
yes. I'm sure she wants to.
Oh, yeah, please get her on your channel.
Yeah, she can explain in detail what happened to her, you know, during her live.
And we're not bashing anyone. It's just like we have to protect our mental health. You know, it's not a good thing to bash people.
It's not. It really isn't.
We want to have a laugh. Okay, we speak about Meghan Markle, but Meghan Markle's doing some wrong things. So Harry too. So that has to be exposed. But we don't want to bash people. No,
not at all. And
I'll drop down now.
A wake-up call, but okay, sweetheart, thank you so much for coming up here. You must come visit, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much, Lady Letitia.
Thank you, Leah.
All the people in your chat, I hope they've hit the like button.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the live. I am really going to go get some sleep. I was waiting on Nick. I really wanted Nick to tell what happened to her story. Can the mod share the link for the lady on the panel? Oh, thank you, Shirley. Snowdrop, can you share my link? It's that stupid stuff. My alarm is loud. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry this was about Maggie. I really don't want to talk about her no more. I really don't. I just don't. I don't want to talk about her anymore. I don't. I want to talk about Megan and the Royal Mess, and thank you so much, Snowdrop. But eventually, I hope that everything works itself out. But if it doesn't, it is what it is. Hello, Carissa. Hello, Be Happy. Hello, Shirley. Hello, JBZ. Thank you guys for joining me. I know our people are in the bushes because they're waiting on their leader to come back. But hello to you guys. And it's okay. It is what it is. It's okay to support who you want to support. It's not okay when they start telling you what you can and cannot do. I'm just saying. Good night, RC117. Guys, I want you guys to have a wonderful day. And I'm going to get at least a couple of more hours of sleep before I have to take my daughter to swim class because we are going today. And I hope you enjoyed the raw mess because that's what this really is about. I really don't want to talk about her anymore. I don't. I want to pretend like, that just was a nightmare, but I see we're in the heart of this thing. It is what it is. She's got an attitude, running around with an attitude. Stop it. Stop with it. Stop being nasty. Can you? Is it possible? Is it possible for her to stop being nasty and disrespectful and gross? Leaving Danny alone? Because Danny's not playing. And she hates that. Poor Golden. Struck her twice. So I guess she's spending the weekend going through people's videos. Anyway. Hello, Maria. Maria, Lady L, incoming. Lady L, incoming out of the bushes to wish you much happiness. I support you. I appreciate that, Marie. I really do. I appreciate that. And it's unfortunate that she makes this a competition, that she makes, oh, you can't be over there at Letitia's. You can't be over there. If you're over there in her chat, you're a pig. I don't want to ever tell you guys where you can go and where you can't. And if I do, check me. Hey guys, thank you so much for spending time with me and hanging out with me. Thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. Kisses to you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to go get a nappy poo. Thank you so much for hanging out with me at the Raw Mess. And we're getting there. Good night.